The first question on your mind is likely, what in the heck even is a Vanguard? Well, in Sacrifice, this is the sword and board class, although it's more shield plus sword, axe, or club. The one and only weapon class that can block 100% of damage. Considering they designed this game around blocking or perfect blocking a lot of attacks, these are by far the easiest way to play through. There aren't that many options standing out, as the magic here is less crazy, to say the least. However, we are finally going to take a look at faction weapons. Creeds in this sequel don't do much. Largely they're for PvP, which makes getting the creed tokens you need to purchase items a headache. You can also go hunt mages through special hunts, but it still takes forever that way. Instead, I downloaded a quick and simple to use mod that lets you purchase faction items with silver. And it just so happens that Vanguard creed items are extremely interesting. So let's go check them out. This is Sultan's Sacrifice, but I can only use Vanguards. The name for today's run comes in from Nazareno. Fighter has the better Vanguard, so we're going to start with him. We are going to choose Brigandry for our crime, as it gives us extra stamina. Alright, let's jump in. Hello, buddy. I beat you last time, I can beat you again. Vanguards are really nice, because, like, you don't use a lot of stamina. In the first game, I mean, I'm a big greatsword fan, obviously, but ooh, I'd take a lot of damage. But in the first game, I really liked the one-handed axe a lot, actually. It was really, really good. Not bad. Yeah, he got me. I tried. It's such a long fight, and I was not being careful enough. I dodged a little too early, man. I dodged a little too early. Alright, folks, first boss. What are the major advantages of Vanguards? They block 100% of damage for the most part, so you don't have to perfect block in order to block effectively, which is nice. They're quick, and yeah, this one right here is a class 1. It's very simple, not much to it. Not great stagger. I mean, we got a lot more stagger out of other weapons. 12 isn't a ton of damage. I like that attack, though. I feel like it's easy to get behind. Ooh, the heavy attack is a jump. That's kind of cool. Wait for that, and then jump. It's actually fast enough to get off. Not bad. Yeah, I do like the jump attack, though I don't feel like we're going to use it that much. Grappling hook. Fire boss. Look at that block. Does not block 100% of the fire, but it blocks more than enough of it. Aw, I went for the heavy. I mean, that's kind of good for us. There he goes. You're done for, son. Give me your weapon. I know it's gonna be good. I just know it. I think it has a geyser ability, like a geyser fire ability. Class 1 Vanguard called the Red Scar Vanguard. Fire destroys the Ice Mage, so it shouldn't be any problems here. It also does, like, no damage. Why? I don't know. There's not really anywhere to go right there. Yeah, I'm just kind of have to walk into the mine. If I had my ability, he'd be dead, but couldn't use those quite yet. This is the heavies, though. The heavies are kind of nice. They're pretty quick, and they don't do crazy damage like the two-handers, but they do enough. The Frost Pick Vanguard. We can't get access to the final ability yet, but the first ability is just an imbue of fire. So now we can build up burn, which we already know burn is kind of crazy. And since this is so fast, I feel like it'll burn it up really quickly. Say hello to the paladin faction, which will allow us to buy a weapon here soon. Let's see how good burn is on a lighter weapon. So far, I am impressed. Oh, dude, that's the wrong move. That is not the move for you. Ooh, got destroyed. Yeah, I like the fire weapons. Fire weapons might be one of my favorites, especially for early game. They are super consistent, very powerful. Class 5 Vanguard deals fire damage, scales S in strength, and only costs silver because of the mod. So I need Class 5 Vanguard before we can use that. That will be a little bit, unfortunately. The water mage! Is he weak to fire? It would seem he's not strong to it. All right, let me find a good spot to pop this. Then we'll go in for some burn damage. The burn damage. Woo! There's some fire. Oh, I got clipped by the end of it, dude. I got clipped by the end of it. All right, yeah, that destroys him. So he was no challenge whatsoever. But he also doesn't have a weapon for us, which is unfortunate. Well, we have a ton of burn buildup from the area, so this should go quite well. Stamina's a little tight at the moment, but not too bad. It's enough to pay attention to, but not really stop me from attacking most of the time. We're gonna push him into double attack here soon. And that's when we get more attacks in. Actually, it's probably right about now. There's a heavy. Oh, I rolled into it. No, why would I do that? Well, he's in a corner. I don't like that. When's he do rush? Because I'm like waiting for that. It's soon. There it is. There's the rush. I don't know how to attack. There we go. Good heavy attacks coming in handy. They give you extra range. That's the advantage. They have huge range. And finish it off. Yeah, so the first half went really quickly because of the burn, and then I didn't have it applied for the second half, so it took a little bit longer. Let's grab the Drowning Dagger for recovering stamina in more situations. Increase physical defense. At last, we can use our next ability, so here is the second fire ability. It is geysers that apply burn. Feels like it'll be a little inconsistent, though it does build a little bit of rage. And it'll probably hit the boss most of the time, I feel like. Alright, time to see what these babies can do. If they even work on this boss, I don't know. Yes, they do, in fact. Sit here and block this damage while that builds up. Oh, okay. The boss is all over the place. If you don't have range, this guy's brutal. Not being able to jump is pretty bad. He's also clearly resistant to fire, if that wasn't obvious enough. He is not playing fair today. Alright, last heal. Come on, hopefully we block this. I get for a stagger really quick. That'd be nice. Come on, give me another stagger. Yes, okay, we might have him here. He's dead. Yeah, this guy, if you do not have an easy way to hit him, since he's up in the air, he is the hardest mage of the World 1. Like, every time. Just because it's so hard to hit him. And we can now travel to Bolgaron, so we'll get our next set of weapons there. Amplify Rage Gain Ring. So the Ice Vanguard has one ability. This buffs the weapon with ice and then allows it to apply frostbite. Now, this isn't very flashy, but it will be very good. And I'm going to try out the burn ability of the fire sword at least one more time, and then we'll swap to this for a little bit. Time to give fire its final moment in the sun. Is it going to be good? It's actually pretty decent. It connects multiple times. Got to get in here for some melees to get more back. Look at that. That's a lot of burn damage. What in the world? It's got a little bit of a high cast time. A lot of rage requirement. But if you can get it off... Ooh, look at that. 6 burn damage a tick. That's insane. Yeah, I like that ability. If we're really struggling later, I'll bring that bad boy right back out. It's good. Traversal item number 2, acquired. It's my favorite wind mage. Is it really? No, it's my least favorite. Frostbite, build up. Hard to block something when you can't see it coming. Blocked. Idiot. Didn't know I had a shield. Ooh, I did not know that was what he was gonna do. Good damage there. And we get stuck in a tornado. Yep, yep. Very calculable. Dodge that. Do frostbite. Oh, yeah. Hey, the frostbite is good stuff. It is good stuff. Cannot complain about this weapon at all. Puts in work, is fast enough. I mean, that's really all you need. Hasten stamina regeneration. Did I just dodge that? That's crazy. Whoa, I have a shield this time, bud. I can block anything. Except for if I don't see it coming. It is a little hard to block if I don't know the attack's coming. Can I heal, please? Just one heal. That would be nice. Thank you, monsieur. Alright, let's get back in here. One hit. Dodge. Okay, we gotta block that just in case. Get that frostbite going. Make sure it's working for us. There's no way to see that. I'm getting uber crushed right now. There we go. Stop being so repetitive, man. Okay, block that. Hey, the shield is coming in handy, though. Like, it's hugely helpful. I should be behind that. And block this, because it's a weird attack. Should be able to get behind that, too. Ah, I tried dodging instead of blocking. He's done. That was actually the most fun rock guy fight I've ever had. Because he was very active. I think actually staying in close makes it a little bit easier. Maybe the shield lets you stay in closer? I'm not sure. Here we go. We use the key to open up this door, and then we speak with this merchant. This is the faction or creed that we need to join. There she is, folks. The Haze Craft Machine. For 5,000 silver, we get a Class 5 Vanguard. Oh, yeah, boys! Oh, yeah! It's the chainsaw, but it's like a bloodborne weapon, where it's two pieces, and then you put it together. So if you just press heavy, it does that. But then if you continuously press heavy, it uses all of your stamina to do that. After a little farming session, I was able to upgrade this spinning weapon a little bit more so we can see the damage. So this is the spamming heavy attack. It's going to do 7 repetitive damage. Hopefully really good stun. And then the ability on it is a very high cooldown skill, but it summons these motes that after a couple of seconds tracks. It's kind of like a Dark Souls type ability. I know like Dark Souls 3 has some motes that'll spawn behind you and do that. So that's kind of cool. And then we have the paladin weapon. This is a rage weapon. So the first one does a mini explosion kind of thing and then buffs your weapon. So you get extra range and extra damage. We always like these buffs. They're good. They're not amazing, but they're good. And then we have the second ability, which is a very, very quick slice of fire. I'm going to be honest, I don't really see a difference between that and the regular attacks. Does 43 damage, and the other attack, when buffed, I think did 43 damage. Let me check. Yeah, 43 damage. So, not sure how much we'll use that ability. It is on rage, though, so we could use both these weapons easily. Class 2 Tempest Vanguard. And then the other Vanguard that we have is the one from the Wind Mage. Very fast weapon. It's got the arrow blades. We are not even going to test this one because this is an ability that's been on weapons before. It's really good, but uses a lot of mana, and it's just not as unique as the faction weapons. So we're going to pass on it, but it is pretty good. Here we go. Let's see if we can get the spin doing anything here. Not even sure we'll be able to use it on this boss, actually. Just because of how fast he is. Maybe if I get the ghost to spawn in like a non-sucky spot. Let me do a running attack. Ah, this is not a good fight for Vanguards. You can't really... Blocking doesn't give me an advantage. Let's try the other weapon. I like this one. I like this one for this guy. Does good damage. Let's try the other ability. Ooh, good stun. Very good stun. Buff this again. Dodge through twice. Okay, we're kind of doing really good right now. Let's keep this up. Keep going. Dodge, block. Nope, it does not block the death. It does not block the death. I was worried that it might not. Man, these ghosts are all over me today. Trying to get a couple extra hits, and it is costing me. Alright, get him with the ability. Yeah, okay, so the paladin weapon was really good for him, but the shield in general provides no advantage because the death still builds up either way. Class 4, Tremor Vanguard. This one feels like it could be pretty good, but again, we've already used this ability before. I already know rock weapons are kinda slow and not my style, so I'm not gonna use this one either. But just in case you were curious of what it did, this is a pretty good ability and a very fun one, with using rage too, so more than usable, but we've already got some pretty good options. Alright, summon skull bones. That is not gonna... Why is there even enemies in this arena? I don't know. Now go for it. Come on, don't... Ah, I got it off. I hate when you predict the enemy and it just means they insta-switch. I like the block on that, though. Cast moats. Let's go in for one of these. Come on, stun him. Stop. Nice. Barely got out of it, but I did, in fact, get out of it. Okay, we can block all that. Summon this. Get ready. Oh, there we go, there we go. Unfortunately, the chainsaw thing, dude, it just... I mean, it's gonna get me killed the more I try and use it. No matter how cool it is going to get me killed. Whereas the paladin one is insanely powerful. It's just really, really strong damage, and it's not even upgraded that much. If I can get the spin off on this guy, it will be a miracle. Hit him with that. Okay, try it now. Nope. It stuck me in the back of his attack, even though it's definitely not supposed to do that. Alright, please stun, please stun, please stun. Nah. It might actually be worse than... so there's another version of this type of weapon. It's a Great Blade, the Mechanum Ripsaw, and I think the Mechanum Ripsaw might just be way better for some reason. This is a pretty good damage attack, though. Goes out and does a ton of damage, wow. I mean, I'm gonna have to spam it, because this guy is... He's goofing right now. There we go, got the little chainsaw off, very cool. Very cool. I'm gonna try and build into heavy armor, probably. Maybe we can get some poise working here, that might help. We're on our way to the swamp. Alright, mushroom guy. Not sure how you get out of that, because he just tracked me, but cool. Jump attack is good. Let's get out of the mushrooms and go for another jump attack. Oh yeah, he's gonna die, yeah. The fire damage is really good on him. Like, really, really good. I might have wanted to try the other chainsaw weapon, but that was probably the best option. Here we go, using fire. Should be really good for the extra range. It's always weird when these guys start getting you, because you're like, they're not that strong. 3 attacks, minimal stamina usage, very quick. I like this one a lot, dude. Ooh, shield bash. Yeah, she starts throwing in the kick, and she'll just keep doing it, apparently. Very cool. Very, very cool. I don't... Dude, the kick is so fast till it comes out of nowhere. Yeah, this paladin weapon is a little too good for the area that we're in right now. It is just mopping the floor with the game. And now we have our good old Lumen Stone. Looks like the guy got poisoned by something, so that will be in our advantage. He's getting crushed by fire already. Okay, can I get him without dying? Yes. Alright, that was an easy one. He even summoned like 5 flies, and it never even got to hit me. Dude died so quickly. The Sap Blood Heart. So, if you played the first game, my question to you is, do you like this boss better? Or do you like the Coveted better? Because they're the same concept. Kind of. I feel like Coveted was way harder. I don't feel like this fight's that difficult. Just because the ghosts aren't very active. And also, all the ghosts aren't always active at all. Like, you only have one in the fight for the first half of his HP bar. I don't know. The first game, Coveted fight, was one of the harder ones. If you had, like, a weird damage type, it could be a lot of trouble. The Dreadstone Peak! Next location acquired. The Infernal Machine. Pretty cool name, actually. Okay, we can block these easy, but it does use a ton of stamina. Oh, yeah, it uses a lot of stamina. Alright, let's go with the buff again. Make sure we got that up. That'll blow up. We can block it. Ah, that's a tough one, because he does the bombs, and you're not prepared for it. Go over here. Nice. Got that block off. Dodge. Go for a heavy. Yes! Alright, Paladin is really, really good. The shield comes in handy later towards the end of the game. At the beginning game, you can't really block any of the mages super effectively, but here towards the later, you absolutely can. Okay, can that guy get out of the way? That'd be great. Dodge behind. Ready? Go! Oh, it's doing no damage. Okay, I think it poise broke him. It wasn't great, guys, I'll be honest. It wasn't great. I feel like this other one is just blatantly better. By a lot. If anything, just because it's not nearly as slow. Maybe you are supposed to, like, literally just get a poise break and then swap. I don't know. Very, very hard to use that one. Look at that. Watch this. Aha, you're done. Yeah, the spin is just not connecting enough. I mean, it's hitting a lot of times, but it doesn't really feel like the damage matches up to how many hits it gets. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. The full Paladin / Dawn Light armor set. How good does this look? This is too good for this game. It's too good. This is pure Paladin right now. Let's go, boys. We got this. We just need to stay out of his way. We're going to cast a little bit of mana, get us going here. Alright, that's good damage. I like it. Okay, we're doing real good so far. Real good. Get in there. Okay, ready? He's being very aggressive, but I'm in this. Let's back up, cast a little magic. Never hurt nobody. Cast a little bit more. Oh, got him. Okay. That is good news. Kind of killing it right now. Oh, first try at the Sanguimancer. That is the first time I've ever done it. This guy is hard, bro. He's really, really tough. That was awesome. Let's see how good shield is against the duo. Well, if I can get 2 hits in, that's amazing. You really don't want him to stack up like this, but sometimes it is unavoidable. They're being kind of goofy right now. That's a good one. Dodge that. Okay, we're in it. Let's go magic motes, maybe. The skinny guy's just not playing really well. Get magic motes going. Okay. Almost have enough rage back. Now I do. Can't even see me on screen. Love it. Shield bash. Yeah, finish him with the shield bash. Get you out of here, too. Wasn't really an exemplary fight. It's just kind of but we did get it done. And now we grab the Ether Cloth Bolt. Put that guy over there. I'm going to go for the chainsaw. I'm going to try it. It might work. It probably won't. Nah. He's got a not melee. which he doesn't usually melee. There we go, there we go, there we go! Oh, still didn't stay. Like, you just can't... You can't keep the boss stun locked. There we go, there we go, there we go! I kind of dodged out of it that time. I'm gonna try it again. Hold on. He's just infinite spamming. Yep, he does this sometimes. Alright, now we got him, now we got him, now we got him. Yes! Get chainsawed, loser! I don't know. It's not good enough is the thing. It needs a damage boost. It needs to do at least 3 or 4 more points of damage per tick. Okay, make sure we don't get caught. We should be able to block most of what this guy does, though. Which will be really helpful. And good damage on that. Then he swaps around. I'm gonna go for another ability. Block the arrows. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I almost had it. Let's do a little bit of range. Stop that attack. And go for ability. Another ability, and he's done. Yeah, very casty again, but we were prepared for that fight, thankfully. The blue motes from the magic weapon are very helpful at random times. They hit hard. The dragon mage is usually somewhat of a problem, so let's try and cast as much magic as we can. 1, 2, 3. Need to melee him. This thing doesn't have super good reach. By staying close, I should be good, though. 1, 2, 3. Very predictable. I can stun him very easily out of, like, attacks. Not actual poise breaks, though. The problem is the reach on this weapon is, like, not hitting him. Look at that. It's actually very easy if he does his melee attack more often than not. Dude, you don't have to just spam that move. You realize that, right? Honestly, I'm thinking about going for a heavy attack, because, like, the light attacks are not reaching. I might lunge more with the other one. 1, 2, 3. You want to hear me count again? There's nothing else I can do, because these motes are, like, missing? Okay, there we go. If we do a light, then a heavy, that's viable. That is not what I meant to do, but it did work. This guy was actually really easy with the melee this time, but he just wouldn't let me attack very often. The Wormblade Vanguard. It's a class 5 with fire and poison damage. The Dragon Vanguard weapon looks like this and has the flame cast ability. Pretty much all the dragon weapons that I've tried so far have had this ability. They buff themselves with extra range and damage, and then they deal a little bit of fire breath while they do that. This is definitely a good weapon, but we have used it before in the Great Hammer run as our main weapon, so we're going to stick with what we've got. Hello, Inquisitor. Are you ready? Running attacks are going to be the key. Build up rage, and probably after that we can get in some damage without actually doing the running attack. I didn't know the second ability on this costs less than the first. That's funny. Alright, we're doing good. Need a little bit more rage build up. I got enough stamina. I did upgrade into some this time, knowing full well I would need it. There we go. Look at the extra reach. Now this is what I'm talking about. Much better. That is beautiful. I need to wait till he does something. He's not going to jump around. Yeah, okay. I knew he was going to do that. That's why I was like, I need to wait, but couldn't help myself. Beautiful. It's hard to know when he's going to turn around and when he's not.
That is really the only tricky part about this fight. And breath! Oh no, that's not the breath. It's like the wave attack. Almost got him. There he goes. A relatively clean fight. I only got hit, I think, like 2 or 3 times, maybe. I have, for the most part, given up on trying to chainsaw at all. I'm not sure how viable it would be for this guy. I feel like not. Dude, get rid of your stupid things so I can attack you. Okay, that's good damage. I mean, bro wants to melee. That's fine with me. I'm all about that. Let's do it. And then another attack. Dude, the shield is so good. Shield is so good. It makes it, like, easier to parry because you're not as scared to parry. You know what I mean? Parrying in this game isn't actually that hard. It's just that you're afraid to parry because you feel like you're going to mess it up. I feel like that's how parrying is in most games, though. Like, parrying is never that difficult. It's just like a slight learn the timing type of thing. Most of the time, you just don't feel confident. I mean, I've fallen prey to that a lot. I always feel like I'm terrible at parrying when really I just need to keep trying. I'm gonna go for one of these, maybe? Block. Let's activate one of the moats, see if they do better damage. The moats suck because they don't go the direction that you want them to if you turn around. Okay, almost got him. Nah, I knew he was gonna do that too. We'll finish him here. Gotcha. That's a very fun fight. I feel like the further you get into the game, the more fun the bosses are to fight with a shield because it's so designed around blocking. It's time for the lurking shadow. I could have sworn he was doing a completely different attack. It's fine, we're healing up. Why does bro like pushing you in a corner? That's what I want to know. I need this information. Do another weapon buff. So you gotta be a little bit more patient or he will catch you on that. He'll just not turn around. Wow, this does a lot of damage. What is this about? Alright, I deserve that. I got tried to combo. Shield bash. Got him with the shield bash. Very effective weapon type. I feel like I could conquer anything. I don't really feel like I have a major weakness, you know what I mean? What up, dragon? That is so rude that you would fly away that quickly. It's fine, I got my weapon buff active now. We need to wait and see what he does. Jump up. Oh my word, we're crushing him. What is this damage? Yeah, not 100% on how to dodge it, but it's okay. We did alright. Oh, I can block it, because I have the shield. Ah! I forgot. Jump up for that one. Block that all too, because I'm a beast. Oh my word. A paladin might be the best way to play the game. I'm just saying, it might be the best way to play the game. Onward into the Elder Cop. What in the world? I just got like the best artifact ever. Melee damage, attack speed, and melee reach all increased by about 10%. That is bonkers good, bro. This is crazy. Here we go. Let's do this. Hopefully I could block a little bit faster than that. That attack right there is one of the only ones. The problem is, his multi-hit is just insane. I feel like you really gotta learn this boss. Yeah, like, he's just too fast. I think for this melee, maybe. Hey, I've always cast him, is usually how I beat him. There we go. Yeah, his movements are too fast. You can't really move in with more than one hit at a time, which, I don't know. It's inherently not very satisfying, I think, I have to say. There we go. We got him easy this time. Sweet. Sprint towards him. All right, that should go backwards, right? Yes. Whoa, damage is really good. I'm dead. Nope. Oh, I'm alive. Bro, why is my damage so good? Please heal. Block that. Oh, my word. Why is he being this way? Rush attack. Block. Oh, yeah, my damage on this guy was way better than the crystal guy. What the heck? I only hit him like one time and did a quarter of his HP. Time to die to fire. Not me, him. Okay, actually, that's surprisingly good fire damage. Not the best damage in the world, but it is pretty decent. Luckily, with blocking, we should be able to deal with him a little bit better. He does so much damage, though, is the thing. Come on, get a couple of hits in. Okay, I need to heal up. Cast this. Go for another one of these. Oh, my word, does so much damage. Let's do a double heal. Just go ham on him. Wow, that almost killed me. Good shield. Shield's OP. Love it. Don't like that. Man, he's hit so freaking hard, dude. Heal. Oh my goodness, dude. This boss. And Mos. He's dead. The amount of fire damage in this arena is just baffling. It's our old friend. Oh man, he hits so hard. Okay, if we dodge past him, all of his attacks are kind of moot. The shield coming in handy. Dodge there. Couple attacks. Okay, this is good. I can get in 3, and then I need to dodge. Alright, good start. Wait for it. That'll do no damage because it wasn't close enough. Dodge this. Actually, block it. Okay, now we go heavy attack. Nice. The shield rush is becoming extremely valuable for some of these more aggressive bosses. I really like it here towards the end of the game. Our advantage in this fight is that we can quite literally block anything he does. Our disadvantage is that we don't have a good way to attack him. I mean, if he comes down here, we're okay. But still not great. Maybe I should just buff my weapon and go ham, because it doesn't look like anything else is going to work. That is a very long-range attack. Okay, yeah, buff the weapon and then just melee from, like, a little bit far away. Block all that. Ooh, look at that AoE. It still connects. Interesting. I would have thought that it wouldn't. All right, so we've got decent damage here, actually. We'll do one more of those, probably. And he's looking the wrong way. Yes, nice, dude. He's dead. All right, a lot easier than I expected. Like almost every fight this entire run. Bringing out the chainsaw once again. We're going to preemptively heal. Yeah. I don't even know if this is going to work at all. Yeah, maybe though. Hey, there's a little bit. It just does bad damage. It's just bad damage. Like, look at that. The difference is astronomical. It's not even close, dude. It's a completely different game. They made the chainsaw stuff in this game just bad. It is no good. Get out of here, son. Alright, chainsaw, save me. Go, 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 go! Yes! Oh, that's beautiful, baby. That is what the doctor ordered. And go, 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 go. Oh, I'm on the wrong enemy. Oh, she has a grab? Who the heck knew she had a grab? Alright, let's just kill this thing as fast as possible. Because, like, we don't want her to heal. Oh, no, she picked it back up. Alright, stagger her. It kind of worked. It kind of worked. I went inside of her and turned around. There, she staggered. I have enough poise to withstand one hit. Yeah, I got it. Alright, I got to chainsaw her a little bit. If we heal up, we might be able to get her with it. And go for it. Come on. Yes, I turned around with her. That's kind of cool. I seem to be getting grabbed every time I try it, though. That is less cool. Go for it. Alright, chainsaw kind of works on this boss only. Everything else, it's hopefully this isn't horrific. Well, I killed the boss, but I died to nothing. I literally died to nothing. No clue what happened. That is a death, and the only death of the run, because that boss fight is so unbelievably terrible. I think I died to fall damage, actually, but there's nothing I could have done about it. They froze my character on the screen. While the boss was dying, they froze my character, so I could not have prevented that. What up, Barracks? Let's do this, buddy. Let's do this. Alright, he turns fast enough to hit me. So I need to make sure I don't... Okay. Kinda wanted to heal there. One attack at a time isn't great. But it's all I got. Watch this. There was some damage. That was beautiful. Just the extra range is night and day, man. It makes the game so much easier to play. Oh, I thought I had him. I would have had him if I had any more extra stamina. Like an inch, dude. That's fine. Go ahead and heal. Alright, back all the way up. Let's do motes and rage. I did poise through that. Probably only can go for 2 attacks at a time, I think. Man, if I could just be at full health, that'd be great. Ooh, that stopped his movement there. Let's go another mote. That attack is so freaking tricky. 3 attacks is good. 2, 3. Okay, back up. Way up. AoE. Nice block. Got him. That's a very, very fun fight with the shield. Very fun fight. We have officially made it to the final boss fight at level 91. We have 39 strength, 20 willpower, 27 endurance, and then that's about it for the stats that matter. As for equipment, we have on the draped amulet for stamina regen. We've got the drowning dagger for stamina recovery. We've got the hazecraft machine or the chainsaw blade. And then we have the paladin blade as well, with the leather ring for increased damage and the amplifying ring for better rage buildup. Our armor is the Dawn Light Paladin armor because it looks awesome. So let's go do final boss and see how it goes. Hello, buddy. Get down here so we can have a fight. We will largely rely on the paladin weapon. I don't think there's a chance we're chainsawing this guy. Good start to the fight. My rage buildup is low. Beautiful. I can poise through that one, but that's about it. Well, you can kind of like jump around him and get some hits in. That is the best attack opportunity in the entire game for him. Let's roll through and activate this. Am I far enough away? Yes, I was. Bro is doing that attack over and over. Let's get some motes going. Of course, he grabbed me the second I tried to do anything other than my one strat. What a guy. It's fine. I'll heal up. I'm not afraid of you, buddy. Not afraid of you. Dodge through that. Okay, we're in the zone. We can block this. The problem with blocking as a strategy is that when grabs get involved, you know, you can't. All good. Here we are. Back that away. Heal up. I'd like to get my buff going, but I don't know if I should do it next to him for the damage. 3. Ooh, stunned him out of it. Okay. I'm starting to get this fight a lot better, honestly. It's not that bad. It's just that the first couple times you fight him, it's so disorienting what he's doing. That is one of the harder attacks. Should I get him with the wave? No, I'm gonna get him with the rush. Gotcha, buddy. Hey, Paladin? Paladin is sick. Outside of the terrible boss fight in the DLC that requires range, like... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Vanguards. Probably my favorite way to play through the game. I would have to say that the shield, definitely this game's designed around blocking or perfect blocking, and the shield blocking most damage 100%, or at least 98, feels amazing. There's really only 3 options. There's the fire one, which is very, very good, very fast burn build up, and then there's the paladin one, which I think is the best. It's good range, good fire damage. And then there's the chainsaw, which, I don't know, the chainsaw has a really good ranged ability. That part is nice, but the chainsaw ability is terrible. You just can never get it off. Maybe if you had, like, max poise in this game, but even then, I don't know. Ultimately, we were able to end the game at 6 hours, 21 minutes, and a single death. That death is kinda dumb, because it is the worst boss in the game, but hey, we did die, so we gotta count it. Well, folks, there you have the most asked for weapon type. People really wanted to see Vanguards, and now I know why. Getting through this game on almost 0 deaths is extremely difficult, but not when you can block as much damage as you like. The Fire Vanguard is your best mage option. It's so unbelievably fast and has 2 powerful skills. Frost is pretty good as it applies frostbite easily, though I still think Fire beats it in the end. Hazecraft is epic. This is the pizza cutter from Bloodborne that everybody knows and loves. In fact, it actually feels more like a trick weapon considering you connect the shield and club together for the cuts. Unfortunately, this game is simply not designed around such an attack. Bosses move way too quickly and it gets very little time to shine. Very fun though, and well worth checking out. Then we have Vanguard of Dawn, the Paladin option. It's got S scaling in strength and deals amazing damage when its buff is applied. The second ability is blatantly worse than the first, which I thought was odd, but that buff alone makes it astounding. Also, the fashion when paired with Paladin armor was perfection. Easily, this was one of my favorite runs so far. The melee combat feels far more suited for this weapon type, and it's easy to stay up close and get all personal. If you did happen to enjoy the video, do consider liking down below. Also, let me know which weapon you'd like to see next in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.